been shopping for decor and you see those cute wreaths, but you don't want to pay the price? Well, stay tuned to this video to learn how I made this Deco mesh wreath using only items from the Dollar Tree. So if you want to see how this wreath turned out and how to make it on your own, then definitely keep on watching. All right, you guys, so in order to do your Deco mesh wreath, you're gonna need the following things. You're gonna need your wreath wire. I just got these little picks right here from the Dollar Tree. I got these, they were $1.25. I also got two 9-foot ribbon from Dollar Tree. So I got this and this. And then you're going to need 6 of the Deco mesh. So I got the red and then I got the white and red. You're also gonna need some Chanel stems. I got these from Dollar Tree as well, and then I just took some of the red ones that I used, that I didn't use from previous crafts. And then you're also gonna need a pair of scissors. And so this is all that you're gonna be needing. And about all of this stuff was under $20. So let's get into it. Thing I forgot to mention is I like to use a tape measure for my first cut, just so I can get like a stencil or a template of how long I want my pieces to be. And so I typically do my pieces like 7, maybe 8 inches. It's just totally dependent upon you, however you like to do your wreath or how big you want it to be. But since this is a little bit smaller, I definitely just stuck with like 6.5 to 7 inches. I do like to cut out one piece and then I use that as my template for each piece thereafter, so I kind of have everything the same length. You guys, so now I am using this template that I cut out and I am just using that to measure my Deco mesh. Now I am alternating these pieces, white, red, and I'm just going ahead and cutting everything out now. It's easier to cut out before instead of as you go, because it just makes it so much more difficult. And so I'm just going ahead and measuring everything and cutting it, and just so I have an idea. And so you can either do the fold-in method like I'm doing here, or you can just cut piece by piece. I like to do it this way. It's just a little bit simpler, and instead of me measuring piece by piece, I can just do it all in one cut and go from there. It took me about 10 minutes to go ahead and cut all of the white Deco mesh that I needed for this particular section. And now I'm going in with the red and I'm just repeating that step. Now, as you guys can see, there's a whole bunch of like little straggly pieces with the Deco mesh. And definitely keep that in mind when you are doing this craft project, because it does get a little messy. Also, you guys, ignore Nora. She was all up in this video because she wanted to help and she wanted to eat chocolate chip cookies. So y'all, yeah, she is all up in this video. Cutting all of your Deco mesh, you can go ahead and start cutting your ribbon. It just depends on you on how long you want your ribbon. Sometimes I like to have it the same size as my Deco mesh, so that's 6.5 to 7 inches. And other times I like to have it a little bit longer. And so in this instance, I did have it a little bit longer and I just eyeballed how I wanted it to be. I did end up later on in this video cutting it a little bit more, but it is totally up to you. Have all of your pieces cut, you're gonna begin assembling your wreath pieces. And so this is what I like to do initially. So I like to take a white piece and a red piece. And you see how I have the white deco mesh here rolled up and I have the red deco mesh rolled up. And then I like to go ahead and add the ribbon to the back as you see. And so I do a crisscross with the deco mesh and then add the ribbon in the back. And then I fold those together in half like a little hot dog. And then I take my chenille stem and I wrap it around. Afterwards, after doing this, I realized I could cut the chenille stems in half and save on supplies. And so feel free to do that as well. It depends on how much of the deco mesh that you're putting on here together. And so let me show you guys how to do it again. So as you see, I'm crisscrossing the deco mesh and then I'm adding the ribbon to the back, giving it a hot dog fold, and then I'm gonna go in with the chenille stem and tie it. And all I'm doing is wrapping it around the front and then giving it a few twists in the back. Now that I have all of my deco mesh pieces with the ribbon completed, I am going to add them to my wreath wire. And so what I'm doing is the middle two sections. So there's 4 lines. And so on line 2 and 3, I like to go ahead and take the deco mesh with the chenille stems and just insert it in those 2 or over wire 2 and 3, and I like to give it a twist in the back. And once I twist the chenille stems, I like to fold them on top of the wire and not leave them like poking out, so that way it doesn't like mess up anything that I have on my door, so like the paint or the glass, things of that nature. And so I like to do this strategically on the wreath wire, just for looks, so I can see where where everything is being placed. And so I typically slide it as close as I can into the actual border. And so you'll see on your wreath wires, there's like little sections where it's separated. I like to push it all the way to the end of the section. Also, don't be afraid to cut off any excess chenille stems. It's no reason why they should be as long as they are. You only need them enough to twist the actual deco mesh as well as twist it to the wreath wire. And then you will just go ahead and repeat this step until all of your deco mesh pieces with ribbon have been added. now that I'm done adding the ribbon deco mesh pieces to the wreath wire, I am going to go ahead and just do all of my pieces that do not contain ribbon. And so I'm alternating these white, red, white, or red, white, red, so that way my wreath has some type of, different type of theme. And so as you can see here, I am crisscrossing the white deco mesh and making it into an X, and in between the X I am adding the red deco mesh. I'm gonna then fold it in the hot dog method, and I'm gonna give it a twist tie with the Chanel stem. I'll repeat this and add this to the wreath wire just like I did with the ribbon ones until I get that desired look. You guys, so this is what my wreath is looking like after using 3 spools of the deco mesh and just 1 spool of the ribbon. As you can see, it already looks pretty full, but I still have all of this deco mesh here, and so I am going to go ahead and continue adding. And this is what we're looking like on the back of my wreath wire. Like I said, you're going to fold those pieces down, so this is what it's looking like because I don't like that scratchy feeling on my door. But yeah, you guys, after just 3 spools of this deco mesh, this is what we're looking like. So let's go ahead and finish this project and get this wreath looking full. The deco mesh to this wreath, I am going to go in with my part picks. I'm just going to give them like a little push in between the deco mesh, and then any excess that's sticking out, I'm just breaking off the bottom. Now these like picks are kind of like toothpicks, so they're easy to snap, and so I'm just going to insert them wherever I see fit just to give the wreath a little pizzazz. And just like that, boys and girls, the wreath is all done. As mentioned, everything I purchased is from Dollar Tree. So definitely head over to your local Dollar Tree and see if you can snag up all of the items that I mentioned so you can accomplish a deco mesh wreath on your own. You could definitely sell this. You could keep it for personal use or whatever your heart desires. But that is going to be it for this video, you guys. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell notification so you never miss an upload, you guys. And until next time, you guys, I will see you on the next one and talk to you soon. Bye.